FXBros.
What up, people? We are here to break down the charts. Australian dollars, the week of Sunday, August 4th, 8 p.m. Let's get it. Let's just see where we at right now, and then we'll start from the larger time frame. So obviously, stemming from July 15th on that Monday, we had a daily engulfing and a weekly engulfing, and I'll show that later. But nonetheless, the market peaked out, pretty much filling in this weekly gap, but also rejecting it. And right before it sold off back into that weekly gap of January 8th, 2024, it tapped into the 4-hour gap of January 2nd, 2024. So like the second day of the year, we had a 4-hour gap that the market tapped into on July 11th. And then from that point, there's some slight hesitation, one real true consolidation, but nonetheless, the first initial structure point that we had to focus on was 67.54 and for it to break that. And not only did we break that, but we retested right back to that price for some nice sales early in the morning too, might I add. So that was some nice sales on Wednesday, July 17th. And nonetheless, we've been in sales since then. And currently, we kind of playing around a little consolidated area, but let's take a step out. And let's look at the monthly. Take this stuff off. So overall, as we can see, we are bearish, stemming from September 11th, 2021. September 1st, 2011. So since then, we've been in sales. I could say pretty much from October 2022, we've kind of been in the consolidated area right around this, from a low of 61.52 to a high of 71.48, 71.50. So 61 to 71, that's a 1,000 pips that we have in a range. And right now it's starting to look like it's creating somewhat of a flag. And we can see that from these points. So bam. Pretty much where we sitting at as far as this flag situation is looking like, as things are going and rejecting these high points, looking like we might break through. I mean, even though the larger time frames are suggesting it with this monthly engulfing, also there was a weekly engulfing in there, and what initially popped it off was a daily engulfing. So we have more reasons to sell than to be in the buys. And we also have targets below where price is for the market to potentially reverse from. And some of those price levels are, we still got this 4-hour gap. We probably go bust through that. But what I want to keep an eye on is this old daily gap from April 2020. Let me see what the actual day was. And then we have a daily gap down here from March 2020. So if we don't see any kind of rejection from this 4-hour gap, which we don't have any high time frame gaps in this area, I could see us heading towards this daily gap. And that range has a high of 63.12 and a low of 62.48 or 62.45. So we would be looking for market to reach there if we break past this 4-hour gap. So right now the monthly is screaming sales on all sides. So we just need to be anticipating more of that to play out. Let's drop down to the weekly, and you'll see that weekly engulfing. Because this was last month of July. Go to the week, and bam. I guess you could say the third week of July, starting off on the 15th. The third full week of July. That's when we had the engulfing. So we had 2 bullish weeks followed by bearish engulfing. And the market proceeded to sell off. Also, one key thing is, after measuring, I know for sure this weekly candle right here from the previous 2 weeks, the week of July 22nd was the largest weekly candle this year so far. I'm not sure if it's larger than these. It don't look like it. These here, I don't really like it. But nonetheless, this year was the largest one. So the market really respected this bearish engulfing from these highs. You know, it couldn't go any higher to reach above this level to take out old highs from July 2023. And opening of the year, couldn't take out those highs, but we did reject it strong, you know, closing out the month with a bearish engulfing, stemming from this third weekly engulfing as we saw sales continue, taking up the first little leg of structure that we see from this bullish scenario on the weekly coming from the 15th of April. And that also had a bullish engulfing on the week of the 22nd of April. So in a nutshell, we could just be feeling this whole move. And it looked like we're doing it rather faster than it ticked up. This week could clear out that whole move. And so for that to happen, we were looking for prices to dip below 64.16 or 64.15. From here, right now, we're at 64.87. So we're about like, what, 70 pips away, which is very doable for the weekly candle to do so. So I don't see any buyers on a weekly. We would definitely have to have a weekly engulfing for me to lean more to buys. Obviously, a daily engulfing would be nice. Possibly something on a Monday with some some negative news or positive news, however we look at it, for both of the pairs to give us that bearish extension we need. So we'll look at news and see what we got this week. But nonetheless, if it's not heavy news and we just continue with this algorithm, we should drop all the way down to this low. Oh shit. No, I didn't, bro. Tripping. My bad. I forgot to put the link. All right, quick. Everybody have Scully join in a little bit. I just sent the link out to the group. Yeah. So you can see here from the monthly where I drew this this level of this kind of flag type of scenario building into that consolidated monthly. The consolidation is kind of more defined if you want to get into this level of consolidation, but nonetheless, the buy side, especially with this smaller level of consolidation starting from June 19th to the low of October 2nd of 2023, that consolidated area in that weekly, the bulls have been holding the highs and selling off, so the bears have been strong and rejecting those highs. We did see a push out as far as on this trend line we have, and the market forcefully came back into that range with that bearish engulfing, and now we're waiting to see if the market will sell into here and also take out these other lows that we have liquidity on. So yeah. Definitely could happen this week for this line. I'm not sure if we will get to this low, but I could definitely see us breaking this and possibly for sure breaking into this other 4-hour gap. But we didn't break through it. We kind of respected it on April 15th, 2024, this month. That was the low of this year. We respected that 4-hour gap, so I could see us tapping into that. I'm not sure if we're going to break through it. Like I said, from this point where we are right now, it is about 70 pips away. Could be done, but we already put in 12 to 30 pips. We already put in 30 pips. So that'd be another 100 pips. I think that's what this largest weekly candle did. I think it did about 100. See, 688, 65. Oh, it did more than that. It did about 130. So yeah, if that did 130, shit, I could definitely see this one doing 100. Why not? What's up, brother? What's going on, man? You already know, man. Enjoying life. Drawing lines on charts like we in second grade. That's it. Gotta make it simple. Gotta make it simple, man. But yeah, I see bearish continuation. Hopefully, like I said, for us to start to change bias, I would like for us to see a bullish engulfing on the weekly for sure. Of course, the daily engulfing would be first signs of that transition. but the weekly will give us even more strength. But as we are coming from this weekly engulfing, we are 70 pips away in 4 candles to eat up this whole bullish move from the low of the year. The low of April 15th. Looked like it was about 10, 12 candles for that bullish move to play out. And we probably about to eat that whole 12 weeks up in 4 weekly candles. Like I said, the largest weekly candle we had so far this year put out 130 pips. So being out, we already put in 30 pips to start off the week. I really don't see no problem with us extending another 70 down to this low right here, from this where we are here to here, 70 pips for a total of 100. So far it's looking like sales. Everything looking like sales. Like I said, we got the monthly, weekly engulfing, and then we look at the daily engulfing in that 3rd week of July on the 15th. So we go to the daily. Bam. Like I said, the bodies weren't really printed as engulfing, but the price did. And that's what showed us this bearish engulfing. But nonetheless, rejection off of these highs, and we've been selling ever since. I see from just like how we called it out, this wick fill is actually playing out to the T. So if any rejection, probably would be at the low of 64.81. So we get down to that area, and if not there, for sure this low down here. And if we don't have any struggles, especially if we get a big bearish candle to break through this, because like I said, it takes power to break through these resistance and support little areas, these legs on structure. It takes strong bodies to break through these levels. So that's one thing we will want to see. We want to see something like maybe a close here on the daily, then another daily to start here and then bust through that, close down here somewhere. That would be a nice little scenario for sales. As far as any engulfings, we definitely need more bullish candles for us to set up into another bearish engulfing. We do have a little liquidity up here, so I could see market probably tapping up to here, maybe 65.77, and right now we at 64.94. So again, roughly another 70-ish, 80 pips away. So as we look at Sunday, the market could go anyway. We could come off a bias here and take sales, or we could continue lower. So keep that in mind. That's for showing on the daily. We don't know.
Yeah, it's at a sweet spot right now. It's at a real sweet spot.
It is at a sweet spot. If that happens, I would look for if the bullish move happens, I would look for enticement into sales, maybe sweeping this low of 64.79 area. I would see more sales down here, probably enticing traders to get into the market and then fading their ass, taking all their money, getting them into buys, fading their ass again, and then selling the market. Who knows how it can play out, but that'll be a beautiful picture. But as of now, yes, we are bearish. Yes, the market did move aggressively to the downside. So I'm not going to expect this same move to happen this week. That's not what I'm going to expect. It could happen, but that's why Jay said we had a sweet spot, because we could go anywhere right now. We had a low. We could easily sweep this low, come up, and we keep going lower. So, and we got a range of 70 pips to the upside to go and to the downside. So we are in a really sweet spot. Take a look at the 4 hour. That sweet spot is starting to show a little bit better with this 4 hour engulfing starting to print. Who knows? We might get another one. Respecting off of this gap area here. So that's a nice little level. That's why I could say we come down and test this first little leg of structure coming from our low of April. I could see that. That's tempting. Before we continue higher, we could create more bearish structure down here on the 4 hour. We'll see how that plays out. But right now, again, if that happens, what we would want to see is a strong body bearish candle, because we got strong support here with these rejections and this price range right here. So we want to see a strong bearish body and see how we react off of this level here before we get into buys. Yeah, we got 3.5 hours for this 4 hour to close, so we definitely got a lot of time for that to happen. Again, I got more scenarios that could play out on the 4 hours, so it's still a sweet spot. Lining up with the daily is kind of anybody's game right now, but the Bulls do have something going for them, especially after they swept this low. We just been seeing nothing but strong signs of bullish engulfing. So if we get another bullish engulfing, chances are that could be our first extension higher to this area that I said right here, taking out these highs, going to this little gap area, and then maybe continue selling out. Like I said, that's kind of picture perfect, but we will see what happens. And I really don't need to go to the 1 hour, because it's pretty much the same thing with just more choppiness. So as it stands, I would well, let's look at the 1 hour. If I could just see the entries, test their entries. That initial bullish engulfing we had on the 1 hour from Wednesday, July 31st, during the pre-London session is still holding. Lows haven't taken out, but from that push higher, we've been seeing bearish structure being created. So, and more of these 1 hour bearish engulfings to tie into the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. So with that being said, now we got the 1 hour, the daily, the weekly, and the monthly all tying up, and the daily and the 4 hour is looking like it's anybody's game. So if you want to look at it at a tally type of situation, the bears got more confluence and more confidence of sales than the bulls, even though it's anybody's game on a daily and a 4 hour. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. So with that being said, let's see what the news will give us this week to see what kind of buying we can get into the market. Right quick.
Yeah, I do agree. More bearish movement looks. I mean, we are in a bearish trend. Just looking at it, we're in a bearish trend. That's that. Just like you said, it can go either way, but the trend is bearish. And like they all say, the trend is your friend. But we kind of are at a bottom if you would look at probably the daily, daily 4 hours starting to look like something and stuff. So
yeah,
you know,
it is at a structured bottom, because
a lot of people taking profits right now.
yeah, exactly. From sales, definitely taking profit. And looking for, if they do hop into sales, possibly a buy up in this area and then take sales from here.
Facts. Yep.
To add on to that. So alrighty. Sunday, we just had news come out at 6 p.m. about 2 hours ago. Australian dollar news. Let's see. Do we have any rejection at that time? Just continuation of sales, nothing major. Was it a sandwich? Yes, we did have a sandwich. off of that news. So following that bearish engulfing from Friday to close out Friday, with a little sandwich situation with the news release. And the market is selling off, continuing from what last week did and the week prior, and the week prior to that. So let's continue back with the news. Let's see. Monday we have S&P Global Services, ISM Services PMI. Interest rate decision for the Australian dollar Monday night at 11:30. Stay up if you can. If not, just peep the scene and set your stop losses, because I know that's going to be a late one. But nonetheless, we do have interest rate coming out Monday night. Australian dollar, 2 news events for the USD in the morning, 8:45, 9 a.m. Tuesday, nothing really. Wednesday, nothing really. Thursday, you already know. Initial jobless claims, continuous jobless claims, and the full week average. Also got a slight little inflation rate coming out for the Chinese yuan. You hear me? And nothing on Friday. So yeah, this is going to be a Tuesday and a Thursday week. So we might get, who knows, both scenarios might play out.
Yeah, man, this could be a really easy week too.
A really easy week, bro. Yeah. You ain't never lying.
That's a fact.
You ain't never lying. Anything else on the Chappy or Euro? Yeah, nothing too crazy. Really just all USD and Australian dollar this week. So yeah. Pretty simple week. Like I said, Tuesday, I'm not expecting to see too much. You might see a little wick up maybe on a smaller time frame for this news for the USD, but Tuesday night we might see some volume come in. I mean, on Monday night with that. Oh yeah, that's Monday. I'm tripping. So Monday tomorrow we got the news. So yeah, Monday night I could see something happening. We'll have to. It'll definitely be written on the wall, blatant, once we see what New York does for Monday and where it takes it, and then we'll see what Australian dollar will pick up the slack and either continue to move or reverse the move, setting up for Thursday morning. So yeah, not too much going on the news side of things, so it shouldn't be things shouldn't be affected as far as the structure in the market. We shouldn't see too much, especially out these type of news events. We shouldn't see too much bullish injection into the market, because basically we would need to see negative news for the market to go bullish, because we see negative news for the USD that should make the US dollar index drop, if I'm correct, which will make the Australian dollar, gain and shoot higher. So that's how we kind of got to look at those news events for the USD and the Australian dollar coming up. Australian dollar just is what it is. If it's bullish, Australian dollar bullish. If it's bearish, Australian dollar bearish. Sorry about that. Having World War III upstairs. But yeah, so that's how we need to look at those news events. See what the USD and what the Australian dollar is going to give us. USD, we need to take an eye at the dollar index to see how that respects off the news events, and then we'll be able to have a nice idea what the Australian dollar going to do too. So it don't hurt to take a glance at the DXY every now and then.
Would you say that there is higher news for the Australian dollar as far as like importance, or it doesn't really matter?
I would say, yeah.
Okay.
Of course, we always got importance every Thursday for the USD,
Exactly.
but that's kind of like a given. It's like,
Right.
I don't think that news event is gonna be so crazy because it come out every week to where it's gonna be like, oh shit, we didn't see this coming. Like it'll be like a continuous trend because right now I don't know if they messing with the numbers, but you've been seeing, we've been up and down with the unemployment uh claims and all that shit. So Australian dollar this week, I think got it with the interest rate. I think we're gonna see more volume off of that news release than anything. So that might be the move tomorrow night. Might be the move of the week. Now, with that being said, being that it could be the move of the week, it could set up for the move of the week, or it could be the move of the week. I mean,
Right. Like entry, and then you good. Yeah.
like the market could shoot bullish from that news, creating a bearish situation maybe later on in the next session.
But it'll never see that price.
Huh?
Well, it'll never like see that price again initially from where it shoot up from that.
Yeah. It'll go up probably from the news, and everybody be enticed to get in the buys, and then the market will sell up a nice bearish engulfing on a 4 hour or maybe even a daily. Like,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
and then take us into sales, and that sale may be a greater sale because it may take you into next week.
I got you. Yeah.
Even though the market probably pushed bullish and pushed bearish this week in the same amount of pips. So you could have caught that bullish move on the news and then caught sales for the rest of the week. But overall, the move was sales. You just needed a bullish push to get into sales. Or the complete opposite. We could go into sales, market set up for a sweet bullish daily engulfing. And that could be a low you could be tapping into. And I would say a temporary low, judging off the weekly and the monthly. Because all lows pretty much been getting tested. So that's why I say temporary low. But man, that's been pushing. Where you going? Where you going? Let me see what the DXY looking like. That should be so crazy. You see this consolidation on Australian dollar. And then you go to the DXY and that bitch is melting. You would think
Yes.
DXY is melting. Australian dollar should be going up.
That means something brewing.
Something brewing. Come on, man. We know what they call it. They call that convergence. Convergence, divergence. And one of the sweet buttery indicators that I don't use anymore is the MACD to show all that in the form of two lines. But now we see it in the form of candlesticks.
Yeah, boy, you start to see it when them chucks get naked, boy. That's when it's a problem.
Yeah, that's when you see the inner workings of the indicator that you used to have,
Facts.
You see the math behind it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's looking like overall looking like Australian dollar is steaming and brewing for a bullish push, especially with these sales.
Yeah, I'm it's one of them times, bro, when you go hanging out with your friends. It's just one of them open nights. They say, "Hey, bro, what's up, man? What we got going on?" Be like, "Man, I'm down for whatever, bro." That's why I'm at this week, bro.
Nah, real tough.
Usually be like that every week, even though we've been a lot of bearish. But like you said, just from that analysis alone, looking at the DXY and seeing the melting, like what's really about to happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, something's brewing, you know.
Something is brewing, guys. Speaking of brewing, let's take a quick glance at the USD, the Jappy pairs. Let's take a look at them on a daily. Quick glance, right quick. Nice sales coming from July 11th. Daily engulfing. Sweet butter sales. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, GJ.
Oh,
July.
I'll be right back, bro.
Are you good?
All right.
Nice sales entries and just melting. AJ, July 11th sales melting. And EJ, all sales. Yeah, you really can't play with this one if you're not really being patient and waiting on the daily. I would say damn the 4 hour on these Japanese pairs. If you're not looking at the daily, you're wasting your time. Just be patient enough to treat the these Jappy pairs, these yen pairs, like the stock market. The stock market is tanking right now. We're waiting for a good bottom. Like if I pull up, let's see, Nvidia, waiting for a good bottom. I say this gap needs to be filled for sure. At the lower, like 97, all the way down to 95 would be good buys. And also the ultimate low would be like 85. So that'll be like an ultimate low for Nvidia. But as far as gap fills, but yeah, you wait for bullish engulfings like you see here and here to add to your position for these stock situations. See a trade here. Market push high after the new week of trading. Actually, that was a day. That was just a day from Wednesday to Thursday. Okay. Nonetheless, though, you see scenarios that could have got you into buys. I mean, all the way down here. I mean, I can keep going. This is 2020 down. That's crazy. Video was $40. We go down here. Nothing. All these arrows down here are bullish engulfing. Bullish engulfing. Bullish engulfing. They got swept, but had crazy return. Nonetheless, you get the drift. These pairs don't play. When you see that daily that we playing golf, just get out the way. Don't try to fade this shit. Do not waste your time. Yeah, I mean, with this being said, I wouldn't be too mad of us getting this low. Let's see, do I have nothing drawn on? Draw that on the daily. Be a nice area for buys if we struggle to break through. Right here. Bam. And bam. So yeah, that'd be a nice area to look for buys. Let's see if we have it on the EJ. We have that level 2. Maybe I should draw that out. So I'm just gonna draw them out that way. I have a better visual indication on when I need to start adding. I'm looking for buys for these pairs. I know it's coming soon.
I'm back, bro.
Are you good? Just drawing out areas of interest for my Jappy pairs.
Now this 1 hour engulfing could be a sweet buttery tester for the week. If it's one of those bullish weeks, like you said, it can be early and it can just keep on going from there. But yeah, it's this bullish engulfing that's forming. I mean, we got like almost 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. So yeah, we'll see. But I do, yeah, that's definitely a tester I would enter in on.
I got you.
1 hour it's swept the lows, like feel the wick of that recent 1 hour bearish engulfing wick. Now it's starting to go bullish, so we'll just see how that plays out. But those are usually strong.
I agree. And I will be joining you in those tester buys, because just like you said, that could be the move. So right now, just quick on the Jappy pair, that's areas of interest where we could possibly look to catch buys if the market rejects these areas: EJ, AJ, GJ, and UJ. As you can see, EJ is pretty much there almost. So that might be our first indication of what these other ones could do. As you see, the bearish engulfing lined up perfectly on all four on July 11th, on Thursday. So, yeah. So let's go back to the 1 hour. Australian dollar. I see what you're talking about. I like that. I like that a lot. What's the 15-minute looking like? Bullish engulfing on the 15-minute. I like that. I like that. I like that. It's kind of about to close. Like that. I was about to say something. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I don't want to overcomplicate shit.
You about to throw that 15-minute in there?
Now I'm about to say, I was like, what if you see a 15-minute candle forming that's already engulfed while the 1 hour is still forming? Just like the scenario, you got another 15-minute candle before this 1 hour closes. But if you get in on this engulfing, your exit is the fact that if the 1 hour didn't close engulfing. So if you got in right here and the 15-minute kind of just created a doji and didn't close and it left the 1 hour to not be a bullish engulfing, then you just get out the trade. But that's stupid, because if it didn't close 1 hour, you just wouldn't be in the trade in the first place.
That's a fact. And not only that, it's just like that would work if you scalping. Like if you look at the scalps, then yeah, I'm down for that. Have fun.
Facts.
But,
rule-based systems.
That's a fact. If I would treat my trades like that, like if I want to get out of a trade, once it, like I'll look at the 15-minute, if it does that and go against me, and I'll be like, okay, I'll get out early. Yeah.
That is nice, boy. Solana. That's beautiful. Shit. Shit nuts. XRP should market that coin at the train station. But that bitch stay in consolidation.
Yeah, boy, they are trying to find a way, boy.
Just slap stickers all around the train terminals and shit. Ethereum them ate up all that bullishness. It's crazy. Back on, damn it, back at 2000. Bitcoin pretty much on the verge. It's still holding. That is weird. Nvidia back at 107. Yeah, that's why I like to see Nvidia come down to 95 and 85 at the lowest, the absolute lowest, or 95 for sure. Lyft tanking, Uber, nice little gap. That's third. Jones. Yep. I drew these lines right here on the monthly. I was just noticing like this little flag situation that was, even though we had pretty much kind of like a, not really kind of consolidation, but well, really right here. That's what I was kind of, but it's just starting to get to that like flag where it's looking for that breakout on the monthly though. So
Yeah, to the upside or to the downside.
to the downside.
Okay,
They already broke out on the upside, but then failed and came back in with a bearish engulfing. So
got you.
upside got attacked already. I'm thinking the downside is just gonna melt through.
Okay.
But
Oh, I see what you're saying.
uh,
Got you.
like I said, we got time for all that. Let's see what this 1 hour about to do. Let's see. Get my Oanda ready. Here. Damn, boy, I had a great week last week, boy.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice and easy. Let me say that. It was nice and easy.
Come on, man.
And that's the way it should be.
Nah, real talk. I'm about to turn up. Oh, got about 9 minutes left for this 15-minute to close. Also, the 1 hour to close. See what the fuck is going on. Boy, I've been noticing, boy. I've been getting some, getting a lot of car guru notifications in my email, man. Them prices dropping. Somebody had dropped a 458 Ferrari Italia, 25 grand in 1 week.
Oh, what the 25 grand?
25 grand. They did it twice. They did a 15 and then they did a 10.
Damn, like what's the catch?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I think the catch is he need money.
I'm about to say, boy, go to show you how hard times are.
Come on, man. You think you just need money to go put gas in your car? This nigga need money to just stay afloat with his current lifestyle.
Wow, that's crazy.
Even though that car sale could probably sustain him for 2 or 3 years. Come on.
But he probably bought that bitch for like,
he probably a millionaire, whoever owned it, you know. That's why I say that 100 grand, that's nigga, that's chump change. That's a couple of vacations to people.
Right.
Crazy though. And then on the flip side, I've been seeing an increase in C4s, Corvette C4s, like the one I had.
What, going on sale?
No, they going up in price.
Oh,
yeah, they come in more collectible items.
Like I was just about to say, yeah, collector's items. What year was that? You say
84 to 96, the C4.
Okay.
And you know what I think is causing this increase? And I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000.
What's that?
The community of like Currency and Larry June and all them type people that fuck with that bit. I think that's starting to leak into the car club community. Like people actually like want them cars now.
Right.
And they buying them and people starting to see it like, oh, let me up the price. This nigga sold his for 7,000. Nah, fact.
I mean, I could see that. I thought it would have to do something with the whole EV thing. So like people like any type of classic or something like.
True. That is a piece of it. I'll say that's like a third.
Okay.
If you will, if not half.
That's what's up. But no, you're right. This the whole nostalgic thing. Like, you know, that's another thing.
Like you put them in their music videos and shit. And these videos getting 4-5 million views. Like,
right. I mean, think about it. They made Hot Wheels for us. That was our generation.
Facts.
So it's like, yeah, you got people that, you know, get their hands on some money. They probably go, you know, they probably go get some toys. You know what I'm saying?
You have no idea
what
movies we grew up watching that had the C4 Corvette in there, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's without even knowing. Watching some of the old movies we grew up to, I'd be like, damn, like Little Giants. When I was watching that nigga had
yes, he had the red one.
Red C4. I was like, what the fuck?
Coach O'Malley.
Come on, man.
Oh, that's a fact. They need to remake that movie.
You said they will?
I said I think they need to. Like Disney. I think that'll be a fire comeback. Yeah.
Especially with the football just going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to.
But yeah, man. It's gonna be another easy week. I'm gonna say it just like that. It's going to be another easy week.
I think overall we just gonna be waiting for Tuesday night at the end of the day.
Yep.
That's really gonna be the
Tuesday night, going into Wednesday morning. Well, Wednesday the entire day, like that session.
Yep. Because there's no news on Wednesday, and then we got news on Thursday, so we got that next gap.
That could be your entry right there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Right around New York Wednesday morning.
Yep. So,
but shit, keep an eye on that, and you know, we'll update each other and go from there, man. But I'm looking forward to Tuesday.
That's a fact. You already know.
All right, brother. Well, shit, we got 3 more minutes left on this candle, so I guess depending on how it closes, we'll get into tester buys.
Okay, that's a bet. And all right, going out, see what it do.
Well, man, we're gonna lock it on, and we'll be back next Sunday.
For sure.
All right, brother.
All right, man. I'll let you.
Peace.
Peace.